Bharatiya Samskriti or Indian civilization is the oldest of civilizations of mankind. It is one of 49 civilizations which existed prior to the Christian era, while other 48 civilizations are dead and gone, leaving no trace of their ancient glory. Indian civilization is still living and vibrant, on which there is a great deal of interest all over the world. The civilization, which is merely British, you can only see the pyramid in Egypt. Similarly, in Rome, the mighty Rome, you will only find the Colosseum. In Greece, where Socrates, Plato, Aristotle taught truth and culture, what you will find is mere ruins only. Whereas in India, what was true thousands of years ago is still living and vibrant. There is something unique about Indian civilization on which there is tremendous interest all over the world. Indians ought to know a bit about Indian civilization and culture, particularly because this era is going to be India's century. Swami Vivekananda in 1895 in Chicago, in Michigan, declared that the 21st century will be India's century, when the whole world of scholars, philosophers, teachers and professionals would come to India seeking solutions to the problems afflicting mankind, animals and nature. He declared then those marauders, those barbarians who conquered, humbled and humiliated us will in this century come to India to learn about Indian philosophy, Indian thought and wisdom, and find solutions to a variety of problems which are causing anxiety to the whole world. And therefore, it is necessary for all of us, particularly the younger generation, which are upcoming generation, who will be seeing this India century, to have some elementary understanding of what Indian civilization stands for. A civilization is a combination or aggregation of philosophy, spirituality, religion, customs, acharas, samskaras, ethics, morals, values, philosophy, way of life, view of life, all aggregated together, we call it a civilization. According to archaeological findings, Indian civilization is started in 8000 BC, which means it is 10,000 years old. But according to Indologists, who are experts in this field, according to planetary positions observed, Indian civilization is perhaps 50,000 years old. Just because a civilization is old, we need not say it should be good. Our civilization is called a Sanatana Dharma civilization. By Sanatana Dharma, it means Nitya Nudana Chirapuradana. That means oldest than the oldest, still fresh and vibrant. Why is it so vibrant? Because it has got unique features, characteristics, concepts, principles, values, etc. The upcoming generation of India, who are going to see the India's century, ought to have an elementary understanding of how is it that Indian civilization stood the test of time in spite of 69 invasions, 800 years of foreign rule, 200 years of British rule, that is a total of 10,000 years of rule, cultural onslaughts from every side. How is that we survived as a nation, as a single cultural entity? There are many reasons why we have been able to continue our civilization, and what goes on, what was taught by our ancient rishis and munis is still relevant for modern times, whether it is in business, whether it is in governance, in management, or agriculture, or rural development, or philosophy, whichever way of walk of life you can see, you will see that India's philosophical, religious, spiritual, cultural history has got solutions to even modern problems today. That was because India is unique. It's called Deva Bhumi, Punya Bhumi, Tabo Bhumi, Karma Bhumi. That is why out of 200 nations in the world and 49 civilizations in the world, ours is a unique one. What is the uniqueness of our civilization? First of all, this has been accepted by all world scholars. Arnold Toynbee, Will Durant, David Frawley, William Jones, and many scholars in the world even today admit that India is the cradle of civilizations, mother of the human race, grandmother of all European languages, great-grandmother of science and mathematics. In fact, India is the mother of all human race. It has been said by Einstein that the whole mankind is indebted to India, for Indians taught us mathematics, how to count. The counting of 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, decimals, infinity, concept of 2 to the power of 1, 2 to the power of 2, speed of light, evolution, gravitation, all these so-called modern discoveries, which are considered to be the discoveries of Western scholars, were in fact Indian discoveries, like Pippalada, Varahamihira, Aryabhatta, Bharadwaja, and such great munis. That's why India is considered to be a unique civil culture which had developed a highly developed society 10,000 years ago, when the rest of the world had their civilization had not started in the rest of the world.